Hello and welcome back to Bull Bear Trader. In this video, I will review 6 stocks that will have earning tomorrow, and I will December 2nd. I will start with CrowdStrike. All right, you can see last earning they actually went up, not as much as I predicted, pull back, and then jump. And now, if we look at the stock, it looked like it still trade within the trend. However, for the past 3 weeks, it's actually pulling down. All right, and now we will see its current trend. All right. Well, right off the bat, I actually see a bear flag right here. So that means there will be more percentage of it, more probability of it will come down. And if I draw the current trend line, we have something like this. Okay. And you see that it's already hitting the resistance. So you got it at the resistance, bear flag. So I would say 60%. You're going to come down and test 445, 446. Okay. At 60%. Okay. And then 40%, it will break out of the trend, the channel, and test 532. If the number coming better than expected and the forecast is positive, better than expected, and it will bounce. It might be able to bounce up all the way to 546, but 532 is actually more likely. Okay. And why 445 is to close this gap. All right. Next we have, actually, let me see if anything else on the graph that I might missed. Nope. Next we have Marvel. Right, so since last, well, not even last earning, last time I checked, it was around here. And I say most likely it will come up and test 70, and then maybe closing this gap right here, 70, 75, 76. And it did. And you see, again, it did an M. If you watch my video before, whether there's an M or a W, it will come back and test the middle. So you see it came back and test the middle, and actually went a little bit more due to the Halloween, Thanksgiving week rally. All right, now we got a little bit overbought short term. Long term is also overbought. So when that happened, you know I'm going to say we will pull back. Okay. Yeah, so something like this. Well, it might actually bounce if the number and forecast are more positive, and it can come up to 99 or 100 at about, I would say 40%. 60%, I think it will come down and test 83. Why 83? Is this, sorry, this one right here. Okay, and 99 is because of the ceiling of the channel resistance. Let me see if anything else that I'm. Nope, that's it. Well, actually, I see if it pull back, right? We have head and shoulder pattern. If that's the case, let's say right here, or maybe go up here, down here. So within a week or two, if it pull down and it come down to 77, 78, we might have a head and shoulder. So right now, I'll just leave it like this, and we can revisit maybe in a couple weeks. All right. Pure storage. Well, last earning it jumped a lot, and then it pulled back, and then last week it rallied with the rest of the market, and right away I see it had, the bear flag. All right, and then for the medium term, short term, we have a pattern like this, the channel like this, and it broke below, test this low right here, bounce, and right now you can see it testing this level here at 89, 88. All right, it might even coming up more and test 99, 100, and then pull back here. Okay, this if the number coming really good and forecast positive, I give this only 35%. 65%, we can't even come down and test either 670, all right, or this gap right here at 61. Okay, so it's a level that we need to watch if you are watching the stock. Okay, so look like it's hitting the resistance, is overbought. The long term is turning to neutral now. So most likely we might have a pullback, more chance of pullback if the number come in just okay and forecast is neutral. Next we have OKTA. Okay, you can see from here look like it's still within this channel. However, in a way, it went a little bit more sideways and broke down from the last earning. And you can see that after earning, it's actually hit my target of 98. And then eventually, it actually came down and hit 78, which is right here as well. And right now, that's the support. Okay? So, let me look at the trend and channel. Okay? It looked a little bit of a cup here, and maybe the handle, I'm not sure. But it's also have a shape of the bear flag as well. So it is tough to guess here, to predict. So right now, this is the trend, the current trend. All right. So you can see it broke down and bouncing off the support. So if the forecast and number are just decent, we will have about 84. Otherwise, at about 35%, it might break down even more and test 72. Okay, so 35%, even though it's 1 out of 3, but it might happen. And remember, this is a game of probability. And then if it go from here to 72, it will come back and bounce up like that. So either way. And if it come test, it might go all the way up here and test at least this level of 88, 89. Okay, so far for this stock, okay, actually let me zoom out a little bit. All right, so you can see it had a support, but the blue line is actually a better long-term support. So it actually might break down if the number are really bad and they cut the forecast. All right, so that's something we need to keep in mind. GitLab. Well, it looks like we have been moving sideways. And it not even hit my upper range target, but it did hit my 39 target. All right, so now what's going on? We got a support right here at 39. Okay. And then another support at 36, 37. Okay, so okay. So we got two support here. It's actually oversold, short and long term. So there will be more chance of a bounce. So from what I see, the trend is a little bit different, but same as last stock. It going to the support. and it broke below the channel. So most likely, I would say 60% it will come back. Okay, at 45 and 40%. I should say 35% to 40%. It will come down to 36. If the number and forecast got number are bad, worse than expected. Yeah, when I'm looking at the chart, okay, so you can see wow, after the IPO came back down 22, and it stayed in range, even though with some broke out around 75, but it came back to range, so it been going sideways for a long time. So maybe it will continue to go sideways, but hopefully if it go back to the channel and then break out of both the top orange line and the red line, it will come back and hit 74. But we don't know. Most likely it might keep going sideways. All right, American Eagle. Last time I looked at it was when let me see. It was when the jump was with I think it was Sydney Sweeney, I think, with the ad, and then a jump, and then it came back all the way to 14, and then now it the scene October 13, so about almost 2 months it been going up, rallying, okay, which is good, 50%, pretty good. Now we have 23 or 2260 as the resistance here, and the trend is it broke out of the trend. And you know what I say, right? Even let's say if it go up, it jump after the earning to 2260. All right, but after that it will come back and test this orange line, most likely at $20. Okay, and this is only, I would say, about 45%, because Black Friday has been, number came out better than expected, better than last year, so I think it will have a jump. But because overbought, I give it only 45%. 55%, it will come down and test this about 19. But either way, it will come back into the orange channel, right? So from what I'm seeing, more chance of a pullback. Yep, I think that's all I got for American Eagle. But yeah, you never know, it might break out and then head higher. So maybe it's going to be interesting. You just never know. maybe she can make a difference with the brand. All right, thanks for watching. Please hit a like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.